Hello everyone. In today's class, we will take up Ozymandias, a popular sonnet written by P.B.Shelley in 1817. P.B.Shelley was a romantic poet, essayist, dramatist, novelist and a philosopher. He was born on the 4th of August 1792 in Field Place, Hoxton, Sussex, England. He was the eldest son of Timothy and Elizabeth Shelley. He received his higher education from Eton College for 6 years and later moved to Oxford University. He began writing poems while he was still at Eton College, and he tried his hands on Gothic novels too. His first Gothic novel was Sjctnc-Mrs.X.Benitta. His other notable works include Ozymandias, Ode to Westwind, To a Skylark, The Necessity of Atheism, The Mark of Anarchy, The Cenci, Prometheus Unbound, and many more. He passed away at an young age of 29 on the 8th of July 1822. When we look into the poem Ozymandias, Ozymandias is a sonnet and it was written in the year 1817. It was written as a part of a poetry contest with his friend Horace Smith, and in the next year it was published in the Examiner. He wrote this poem under the pen name Gladys. When we look into the structure and form, Ozymandias was written in sonnet form. It consists of 14 lines and it is written in iambic pentameter. In this poem, Shelley breaks from the typical sonnet tradition in both form and rhyme scheme. Through his writing, Shelley challenges the conventions in both his political and poetic works. When we look into the title Ozymandias, Ozymandias refers to the alternate name of the ancient Egyptian pharaoh Ramesses II. Let me read out the poem Ozymandias. I met a traveller from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lips and sneer of cold command tells that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear, My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, a mighty and despair. Nothing beside remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away." The poem Ozymandias begins with the speaker meeting a traveller from an antique land. The traveller tells him a story about the ruins of a statue in the desert of his native country. The traveller describes the condition of the statue. The traveller describes two large legs of stones which lacks a torso, stands upright in the desert. Near the legs is the broken face of the statue and it's half buried in the sand. Then he proceeds to describe the facial expression of the statue. The facial expression of the statue is that of a frown, and the wrinkled lips, they form a commanding sneer. The sculptor is very skilled at his works, that he is able to bring out the perfect recreation of the feelings of the subject's cruelty in his heart. The emotions of the person lives on for as long as the carved stone stands the test of time. The traveller then describes about the words that says he is a mighty king and he wants others to understand how powerful he is. But contrary to his claims, in the hands of nature and time, all his accomplishments are wiped out, as nothing remains in the area except for the vast legs and his broken face. Surrounding the remnants of the last statue is a never-ending barren desert with empty sand stretching into the distance. And Shelley also deals with themes such as power and pride. This poem strongly criticizes the arrogance of rulers, and he wants to bring out the impermanence of human achievements, and he highlights how the greatest achievements fade over time, and he also brings out the struggle between the nature and human efforts. Nature always dominates the human endeavors. Shelley has used imagery and symbolism in his poem Ozymandias. He has described the vivid images of the statue and the desert, and he has also used the statue as a symbol of power and its eventual decay.